Okay, so this is my newest acquisition. I just recently had my 40th birthday. My wife asked me what I wanted. You know, I initially said I wanted the Tissot PRX, but I tried one on. And I was like, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was for me. I'd already have a Tissot, so I wanted to get something different. And I was thinking, you know, I don't have anything from Germany. I don't have a pilot style watch, so I thought, hey, what about a Laco? And you know, my wife gave me the budget, and this watch came right under the budget, so which is great. And I got a wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Hamilton Khaki Field 42, which I feel is a great kind of like watch pairing. They're similar in price and kind of have a similar vibe and, you know, roots in military history and whatnot. So I thought this was a really good choice to pair it with this watch for this unboxing. I've already seen it I've already seen it. It was a gift, obviously, for my birthday. So, but I haven't really opened it or pulled all the tags off and stickers on it. So I'll share that with you now. So again, it's a nice cardboard box. I don't have any watch boxes that look like this. It's a nice long rectangular, kind of like a thinner box. You open it up and you have more of a kind of like a case. Here, let me pull it out. You have like a zipper, like fabric case, which is kind of cool. I could see myself actually using this thing, which is kind of interesting. I could see myself traveling with this or something. Maybe put an extra watch in it. I was actually looking at buying like an extra like watch, like a travel case or something, even though I don't really travel that much, but I think this might do it. I can maybe take an extra watch with me and know that it's protected. So yeah, nice zippered case. It's gray, maybe like suede-ish sort of, faux suede maybe, with kind of a bit of a contrasting stitching there. Black zipper, quite nice. So let's unzip this guy all the way, get you a nice glimpse of the watch, and there it is. So this is again Laco, still has the tags and everything. Laco has kind of like the pilot style watches, their bread and butter. I believe this is the Type B kind of dial. They have like two kind of styles, the Type A and the Type B. This is the Type, I think the Type A is more of a traditional style watch, more like this one. Type B has the hour hands in like a smaller sub dial, and the minute hand extends all the way to the edge of the watch dial, and it shows you obviously the minutes. And I love how, I'll just give you a look. Obviously comes with the warranty card and all that. If you're finding this video helpful so far, it'd be really great if you can give this video a like and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel a lot. And let's keep on going. Yeah, so props for Laco for providing a nice little, you know, something a little different, something actually that might be useful, which is kind of cool. So let's get this out of the way and start looking at the watch a little closer. Okay, so this is just the first look of the watch. Obviously it's brushed stainless steel. Looks like brushed stainless steel case. You know, I'm a sucker for like automatic watches with no date. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the history of Laco, but you know, a basic summary of the brand would be that, you know, this brand obviously dates back to 1925, as you can see, as their logo has. They're a German brand, and story goes, and they're known for making watches for the German army, specifically for the Luftwaffe. I'm not entirely sure if they made watches for for the army or the SS or whatever, but obviously this watch has that kind of style, that, you know, pilot watch style that kind of harkens back to the look of the watches from that era. You know, this is the 42 millimeter version. I believe they make a 38 as well, or 39. And obviously, pilot watches back then were kind of on the bigger side, because they, you know, the most important part was having extreme, legibility. You're navigating or you're using the watch for that kind of thing, then you want to be able to accurately tell what time it is. And it was incredible. It's like a life and death kind of thing. So yeah, I chose the 42 because I felt like it was more accurate to the time period. Watches of the time period, I should say. I was looking at my collection, and after my wife said, hey, what do you want for your birthday? I was like, you know, you kind of interested in this watch made by Laco, this German brand, and that would be a really cool gift, I think, really interesting. And I have to admit, it's really, really nice, very well made from what I can tell. So let's get a closer look at the dial here. Obviously, I haven't taken the plastic off of it yet. This movement operates 21,600 vibrations per hour. So it's a 3 Hertz movement. It's also a Miyota movement, workhorse movement, I would say. Not terribly decorated, but you do have a little bit of, you know, decoration there. And for a watch that's under $500, this is quite a nice movement to look at. I would put it probably even nicer than my Hamilton movement, which costs about the same, even about the same as this watch here. So quite a nice watch. And it's got a sapphire crystal. Obviously, Laco offers movements, non-Miyota movements. I believe they're Sellita SW200s, which I actually have a couple of watches with that movement, and they're really great, I have to admit. But for this watch, I just told her, hey, let's just get the Miyota. Very much aware of how Miyota makes really solid movements, and they're very, 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 very good movements, very reliable movements, similar to Seiko, of course. And I absolutely love Seiko movements and Seiko watches. It looks like it's an onion style crown there. It looks like you can just wind it, so it's not a screw down crown. Looks like you have 50 meters of water resistance there, which is quite nice. The band, it says handmade in Germany there. I can tell it's really nice and thick and flexible and a very high quality for the money, I would say. I do like the contrasting, like kind of beige stitching, very similar to my Hamilton. I like that look. Actually, I think I would say this strap feels even better than the Hamilton. Great straps are made in Germany because my favorite aftermarket straps are fliegers. I have like 3 or 4 of them, and my Tudor Black Bay 58925 came with a strap. Very, very nice, high quality, like leather strap, and those fliegers feel just like that one. Maybe not quite as good, but man, it's really close given the money. I wouldn't put this one at that level, but I would put it at higher quality than it feels like. This one feels a lot stiffer. This one feels a lot more pliable. Definitely feels a lot nicer. First, let's compare and contrast the Hamilton movement, which is basically a Powermatic 80. Just obviously you have an 80-hour power reserve on this one. This one's about 40 or 50, so a little less. I'll double check. But I would say this definitely a more attractive movement than this one, but the Powermatics are obviously very good movements. I actually think these two pair so nicely together. Look at those. And obviously I haven't even set the time on this one. This one does appear to be a little thicker than the Hamilton. The Hamilton's incredibly thin. I love the size of the Hamilton's crown. This one's a good size as well. A little thicker, I would say. This one's just kind of pokes into your arm a little bit more. This one's actually feels like the onion style crown feels a lot more comfortable. Would feel, I haven't even put it on, but can't wait to do it. And there's a nice little wrist shot of the watch on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. You can see the nice signed Laco, the buckle signed with Laco there, quite nice. Love the little rivets here, quite really cool. Definitely has some presence on the wrist. I haven't taken any measurements on it yet, but I would still probably put it at over 13 millimeters for sure at height. But yeah, this is quite a looker, this thing. I love it. I love the look of this watch. And again, I just absolutely love watches without the date there. But yeah, beautiful watch. It's probably a watch I'm going to keep in my collection for the long term. So I will definitely come back with a longer video on it eventually. But anyway, if you have any questions about the watch, I'll answer them as best as I can. It'd be really great if you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.